I'm Miss Tia. I have a business called Cuts on the Fly, where we do in-home haircuts for children with autism, special needs, and all disabilities. I find that parents are dealing with children who don't like haircuts, who have a hard time getting them, who don't like the clippers, the scissors, like in any shape, form, or fashion. And so what they're doing is they're trying to do haircuts at home. They're trying to eliminate going out in public so the kid doesn't do all the crying or the fighting. So when I get to them, they have had the worst experiences ever and they don't want to do it at all.
Right.
So that's what I get when I get to the kids. So what we do at Cuts on the Fly is we make sure that they can adjust. We try to get them used to the clippers, used to the scissors, whatever it is they don't like, the hair falling on them, wearing the capes, whatever it is that they're not comfortable with is what we're trying to get them used to. Then we start cutting the hair. And once we start cutting hair, we work out the kinks, like I don't like hair falling on me, so we have to practice wearing the cape or wiping constantly, or I don't like the noise of the clippers. We always use the clippers. It's just one of those things I always use to make sure that we get used to it, because when they go out in the world to get their hair cut, you don't know what the person's going to use, clippers or scissors, so we try to get them adjusted to both. We started in the salon, we learned how to work with them there, and that's where I got all of the experience that I was going to need to do this job. So I started with a couple of people, and they told a couple of people that told a couple of people that made it into a permanent thing going into the home. Mm-hmm. But coming into the home, I realized I was asking some of the moms, well, what is it that you really want? And they said normality. We want to be able to go to the salon. So having said that, knowing that, my job became to transition, to make sure that we can go from being at home into a salon without incident. And the majority of my kids are able to transition. So we start here, we work out all the small kinks here at home, and then we take them to the salon, we get haircuts, then we learn how to get haircuts by other people, so then they don't technically need me anymore, but can go out and do this life skill every day of their life that they need to. Once we can get them over the fear of getting a haircut, we can do 2 to 3 months. We can do 6 months. It just depends on how bad the experience was prior to and how much work we have to do at home. It never takes more than a year, though. My kids, we work at it. And we work at it by doing it monthly or every 6 weeks. We put it on a schedule because what I find with children with autism, a lot of times scheduling is what's best. Like routine. They love routine. If we break the routine, it transitions how they do things. But if we keep a routine, then they're really good at transitioning much faster. When we first see the children, when I first go into the home, it's a lot of hiding, a lot of running, a lot of no, we're not getting a haircut. That's how they all start. And then after a period of 1 to 2 haircuts, you get a lot of Miss Tia's coming. Those that are verbal, those that are not, they just smile at me quite a bit. We have a lot less resistance, a lot more excitement. They're proud of themselves for being able to accomplish it. I know it's hard for them. It's never an easy transition for these children. So when they see that they're doing it and they're getting the kudos, then I see that they're blossoming in that area. We go from fighting to sitting. We go from crying to laughing. And we go from a lot of strife for the parents to a lot of hugs for me. So it's rewarding all the way around for everybody. I don't have, we don't do there's no age bracket, because the earlier that they're diagnosed with whatever special need that they have, and the earlier they realize that haircuts isn't something they do, people find me. I have a lot of moms that find me from moms groups on Facebook. So the bracket in which we cut the hair, there isn't one. Anybody who calls that feels like I can be of some service or assistance, I'm there. And it goes from children that are age 2 to children that are age 16. I've even done some adults that still have autism or Down syndrome. We just do whoever calls. Mm-hmm. Let me look. Can Miss Tia see? We are all done.
Thank you, Kai. Kai, and you say?
Thank you, Miss Tia.
You're welcome.
No problem.
Can we take them off?
Can you take them off? Thank you, Miss Tia.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kai.
You
all right.
welcome.
I want to say that this is rewarding for us all. I love these kids, and they learn to love me. And when they don't need me, I'll be very sad, but I am glad that I'm having an opportunity to change lives one haircut at a time.